Maxwell Starr's beer review. Tonight we're going to take a look at another Erdinger. Erdinger's Dunkel Weissbier. It's a Dunkelweizen, which is a dark beer version of a standard Hefeweizen beer. This one's from Erdinger Weissbier in Erding, Germany. This is the world's most popular wheat beer. Erdinger Weissbier Dunkel owes its full-bodied flavor to fine hops and dark malt used in brewing. This dark beer specialty is brewed based on an age-old recipe according to the Bavarian purity law of 1516. Like all Erdinger wheat beers, this dark variety also requires its perfect balance from bottle fermentation. So it's actually bottled with yeast in the bottle, like a Hefeweizen would be. It's also worth noting that Bavarian purity law of 1516 didn't allow for wheat ingredients to be used in the beer, actually, but there was a loophole in it that allowed later on they slacked on that allowed wheat beers to be brewed in Germany as long as they were brewed top fermented, like using ale yeasts basically. Anyhow, this one here was bottled on, it's best before the end of May of 2012, so this is currently September 2011. So this should still be good. Yeah. Basically, it's a wheat beer, but it's made with dark malts. Like, obviously it's got wheat in it, but wheat beers tend to always have malted barley in them as well. And in this case, that barley is definitely malted using a dark malt process. Anyhow, let's crack this one open and see how she tastes. Save that cat for later. You know what? Let's give the standard wheat beer pour a try. This probably doesn't need to be poured this way. Usually the darker beers tend to be a little less active as far as carbonation goes. Not quite the same as a Hefeweizen. Hefeweizens can be explosively weedy, or sorry, head. Well, with an explosive amount of head. This one's just, look at that. Billowing up over the top. Give it a swirl here. There's going to be more of that coming out here later too. The 500 milliliter bottle. What's the ABV on this thing anyway? 5.6. So it's a little stronger than your than Erdinger standard Hefeweizen is. Right now I'm getting some dark malt smells off of that one. And look at that. That's one nice poofy head. Isn't that pretty? Wow. Appearance-wise, there's a little condensation on the outside of the glass, but it's mainly a dark, murky brown color. It's like a dark... There's hardly any... There's like maybe some touches of ruby on the sides, but it's mainly just a dark brown. With a brownish tan head. So off the top of that first smell, you're getting some light banana notes, but also some dark fruit notes. See if I can put a finger on what that smells like. It's almost like a little bit of plum, or maybe like a red grape. And there's a hint of clove in there as well. I would imagine they used pretty much the same yeast in this as they do for their standard Hefeweizen, which came off smelling with well, I mean, most Weissbiers have like a German Weissbiers have like a clovey banana note. And it's there, but there's also some sweetness too, like those dark fruits. As well as one thing I noticed is it's got like a little bit of brown sugar as well. Not too much, but it's mainly like a little bit of plummy, pruny kind of deep fruit, dark fruit smell. Man, that's one nice looking beer. Definitely a treat. Smells good. Let's give it a taste. got a mild sweetness, maybe touches of citrus in there. A little bit of orange and lemon. But it's also got a distinctive dark malt character in the back, where you get this lightly sweet brown sugar notes, dark fruit notes. But it's, flavor-wise, it's not something over incredibly incredibly flavorful. I mean, the flavors are there. They're not overly present. One thing I can tell you though is it doesn't taste like it's watered down. It's light tasting, but it tastes like it should be that way. There's almost no bitterness though to it. It's like maybe there's traces of like an earthy herbal hop note, like from noble hops, used in this, but it's almost undetectable. Yeah, it's like on the sides of the tongue you get this little bit of stinging, well no, that's not even stinging, like gently brushing your tongue of hoppy bitterness with a mainly herbal character. And a nice mellow clovey note to the back, or to the taste in general. It's really smooth. And it goes down quite easy. That's nice. Body-wise, it's about probably a medium body, maybe a little heavier than that. It's not quite as thick as like a stout would be. But it does have the feel to it that it's a dark beer. I'm going to sit down with this one for a bit, and I'll be back with some thoughts. Be right back. And we're back with Erdinger Dunkel Weissbier. So what did I think? It's not bad. It does have kind of like a dark beer body. If for some reason when you drink it, it comes off having a nice like light flavor. It has those dark malt flavors. It's got some nice dark fruit flavors, but they're mild, but not mild in a watery sense. They're mild in a lightly flavored sense. And while it has a medium mouthfeel, it does give it as an impression of being like a lighter beer. And it's actually a pretty decent tasting beer as well. What am I going to give this for a rating? I'm thinking about just like a high 3.5 out of 5. The flavor profile, while good, is not mind-blowing. I'd certainly like to give like some of the other Dunkel Weissbiers out there a try. The closest thing we have to this around here is Adventina's Weizen Eisbock, but that's different class all of its own. This is more of a, this is just your standard wheat dark beer. So yeah, 3.5 out of 5. Imagine there's some better ones out there, but if you don't have anything else, this is actually pretty good. Anyway, thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review. I hope you enjoyed watching the review and you're not, throwing your mouse at your computer screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.